actually, Baridi is cold. It's cold very. They say very at the end of.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's like Yoda. Cold very.
Yeah, their
makes
syntax is different. So
makes
Nzuri Sana is like good very. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
When you say Habari's Asabui, how's the morning? And then you go Nzuri Sana. There's good very. Yeah.
Good very. Look at you
going?
linguist.
Yeah, that was part of the fun of being there for 3 months was you just start to pick up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still locally, you go, Kidogo Swahili, which is little.
Just a little. Don't talk too fast.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So tell us, how was it? 3 months straight in Tanzania. The goal was to go and just do stuff with Water for Africa.
Yeah,
Fill us in.
Yeah, well, Watering Day was massive, and been on the board for a number of years. They'd wanted me to go over, and I was like, here I am pumping it to the people of Perth, and feeling a little bit like in good faith.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are amazing, but I probably should go and check this out.
Let's see what it's actually like.
Make sure the money's going to the right.
Yeah, well, because we had a great Watering Day, and that was the case. I mean, Phil and Julie Hepworth, you guys have met them. Just great local people. And just making such a massive impact in this region on so little. And so I thought, what the heck, Beck and I are both, in a space where we're not working. So we took our kids and invested in them, and that was huge for our two youngest. And just saw the incredible work in that region, and mind-blowing to sit here now. Still, I guess, a bit of shock, not cultural shock, but just can't fathom that there are people over there that are still carrying water in buckets.
Yeah,
and
wild.
that's what I kept saying. It's not like we're putting hot water systems in their home and they're going, I've got a hot shower. They're still getting a bucket of water in the middle of the village.
Yeah.
And
they just don't have to walk for kilometres.
Yeah, that's right. And it's
That's
not
amazing.
out of a dirty creek, but the people are so grateful. That's the most magical moment when they're like, the mums especially, because it's game changing for them. Yeah, so
because
it
it saves them so much more time. Like, it's the women and the
the
girls.
kids. Well, it's the kids carting most of the water, and the mums probably feel. You imagine making your kids go and cart water for kilometres from a creek, and as a mother going, at least it's only 100 metres or 300 metres from the house.
I mean, do you think, like, if you actually sat down, like, from go to to Woe for a full day and just actually tallied up how often you use water during your day for every little thing, you'd be astounded.
Yeah, I know.
Hey?
And instead they're getting it in buckets, and so that was probably the 3 months. That was the biggest thing. Water for Africa are killing it, and they are faithful stewards of the little that they've been given. So that was mint, but so many other great things happened.
What was the impact like on your kids?
Awesome. I like my 15-year-old daughter. She's dead set. She was going to do psychology, and she has, because all that she saw with the prisons and also with Mercy Hands. She got to see 2 cesareans and a natural birth in a third world hospital, and she is dead set, wants to be a midwife.
Wow.
Yeah, she's not freaked out by the blood and gore, and she just absolutely loved it.
Oh, chip off the mum
awesome.
block with the nursing.
Yeah,
that's
so
very cool.
That's a game changer for her, and my son Sam as well. Like, he's at uni, but it's certainly given him a new perspective on things back here. So it was a massive privilege.
Well, we're just so glad that you got to experience it and share it with the family over the course of that 3 months as well.
Thanks for having me on the air.
Yeah, well, we believe that you were also doing a few things over in Africa other than
a bit of rock and roll.
Wells.
Yeah, it was one of the big things with Africa is the music and the Swahili. I took my guitar, got the chance to sing at a number of churches, but quickly learned that the English stuff wasn't going over that well. So I learnt a bunch of their Swahili songs and then wrote and recorded my own Swahili gospel album in Mafinga.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
And like I mentioned, I sang at a church one of the first weekends, and the English stuff, I kind of feel the glazed over look.
Because they're like, we don't know what you're singing.
As soon as I started singing Swahili, I think the interesting thing became, what's this white guy singing our tunes? And then we did a conference over there with Water for Africa, an 8-day conference.
Oh, wow.
And,
8 days?
8 days for 3.5 hours a day. They are hardcore, mate.
That's awesome.
Aren't they?
Oh, dancing. And so then I ended up writing all these Swahili tunes. And then before that, just the way it worked out, I met someone, owned a studio, went in there, tracked them. Cost me $300 to do an album, whole album.
What a bargain.
And
for a whole album.
Oh, unreal. I did everything in one take. It was the maddest experience, but just so much fun. Like, just $300 for the fun of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be coming out soon.
I'm toying with whether the quality's good enough to put on Spotify. It's not quite that level, but it's going up on YouTube over there because that's how all the locals access the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so what are you going to share with us today?
What if you guess some of the lyrics?
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you're going to sing some Swahili?
I'll just sing snippets of songs.
Okay, and we...
Umeni tender mema, umeni tender mema, umeni tender mema, Jesus. That's a local song. You know the last word?
I know
I'm
the
gonna say
last word.
is
It's
Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
Tender. Gentle.
It is. You have done me well.
Ah.
You have done me well, Jesus. That was one of the popular ones.
Nice.
Yep.
That's pretty.
And do they just play songs for a long time and just
on and on and on?
They love a good
like
sit.
This one, Mimi ni pungue, we wongezeke. So this was another one of their favourites. Mimi ni pungue. No idea?
Nah.
We wongezeke. I hope there's some Swahili people listening.
Yeah.
Wongezeke is Jesus again.
Yeah, is it?
Wongezeke sana. You know.
Son?
The sun? Yeah.
No. So that
I'm not brushed up on my Swahili, I'll be honest.
Look, it's been a while.
There's a Google Translate that I used the whole time I was there to write songs. And
so do you reckon by doing the music you've learnt way more Swahili than what you would have if you just tried to learn it just by speaking
some of
it?
the locals said, people, like when I was at the conference, one of the guys at the farm said, people are astounded that you're so fluent in Swahili. And I'm not. I literally, just through music, managed to pick up lyrics and write songs, and it was just
what an experience.
Yeah, that was very
and
so what was the lyrics of
what
that
was
one?
that one?
That was, I must become less, you must become more.
Right.
Yep. You knew that, didn't you?
I did. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, it makes sense.
That's
Mimi.
Yeah. I'll play one. I reckon you'll be able to pick up.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. No, I don't have the words for it here.
Oh.
I haven't. There they are. Oh, don't worry. I'll do. This is the first song I wrote 2 weeks in. I wrote this chorus, right, and it goes, Tanzania, umeingia moyoni mwangu, kunifanya niwe na nguvu tena. Tanzania, umeingia moyoni mwangu, kunihuisha tena.
I'm going to say it has something to do with Tanzania.
Yeah.
That's the one word I got.
And
I love you, Tanzania.
Well, no, it
God
was.
loves Tanzania.
No, it was.
Oh, come on.
Tanzania, you've come into my heart and you've made me strong again. Tanzania, you've come into my heart, bringing me to life again, right? And so when I'd go to a well and didn't have my guitar and you'd get to greet the people, I'd just stand up and say, Tanzania umeingia moyoni mwangu kunifanya niwe na nguvu tena.
Oh, yeah.
And people would just clap because they think I've just said to them, hey, they didn't realise I'd learn all these songs.
That's so funny.
They're going, who is this Mzungu chatting to us? Yeah.
That is amazing. Amazing. And so you've done actually a whole lot of songs in Swahili.
Yes. Yeah.
That is incredible.
I'll finish with this one. I know we're running out of time.
Yep.
But this was the simplest one I wrote. It was literally 3 words. But because it was so simple, they picked it up like that, did it in a prison. The prisoners start singing it back to me. It was a moment I'll never forget.
Wow.
Yes, you high. Yes, you high. Yes, you high. Basically, it's this. Jesus, he lives. Jesus, he lives forevermore. Jesus, he lives.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
So
what an
good.
experience, Morro. Like, what an amazing experience. I just feel like we just were so lucky to go on the journey with you. Like, that was amazing. And just you bringing this music back, it will continue.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks
We
for
have
coming,
loved
family.
that.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Thanks for being part of it, and looking forward. Got so many stories next year for Watering Day.
Oh, yes.
Looking forward to that.
Kirsty
Morro?
and I are trying to make our way to Tanzania.
Okay.
We might be on the journey with you,
We're going to learn some songs.
Yeah. All right, we'll learn some songs. Okay. I'll bring the bass. Kirsty sings, you know that?
I'll practice your album. I'll just sing along to your album.